Hello and welcome on a cloudy afternoon. We are playing here the Open de France by Barnes, and we're still in the Group C now, facing the two teams, Octagon and Jolly Rogers King of Polo team. Both teams, they were close to win their first matches. Unfortunately, they both didn't. So that's maybe the chance now, the possibility to, with a win, to keep the opportunity to reach into the group of the last 8 teams. So quite an important game for both teams, as the sun is coming out a little bit. And we're here with Octagon. Let's start with the presentation because the team is almost there. Playing in the white, it's the team captain. It's Alexis Morange. He's the CEO of the team. His coach is Gabriel Iglesias, and he's perfectly in this team, playing at the number 1 position. At the number 2, the well-known Jota Chavan, 5 goals. And number 3, Martin Aguirre Jr. with 7 goals, playing at the 3 position. And in the back position, just to save him up, it's Thomas Williams, 4 goals. That's the team in the white, and the team in the black team shirts. It's the Jolly Rogers King of Polo team, playing at the 1 position from Great Britain. It's Hugo Taylor, and Hugo is a very strong player. He started with 7 years, very young, and his first tournaments was about 9 years old. And he's one of the rising polo stars from UK. It's 4 goals playing of handicap. At the number 3, called the James Bond of polo, sent by Her Majesty, because he's the captain of the English national polo team. It's James Bime, of course, and James was playing with 6 goals. Playing at the 4 position, it's Nicolas. It's CEO of the team, and is playing Nicolas Johansson. He's coming from Sweden. He's the Viking of the team. He played a lot in Brunei, on snow, in St. Moritz and in Kitzbühel, and he's quite experienced. So both teams are at the same limit of 16 goals like all the other teams in this tournament. Don't forget, all in all, we got 16 polo teams here in Chantilly, playing also in different places. We played yesterday in a wonderful field in La Magdalene, and was unbelievable the tremendous fields we do have here in Chantilly, as well as in other places. We're playing all in all in 3 places. The Open de France, powered and presented by a strong partner, by Barnes. So here we are, the 2 umpires for this afternoon. We will have Peter Wright and Rafa Silva on the field, and Jason Dixon, just in case the 2 umpires are not of the same opinion. But they have wireless walkie-talkies, so all the time they are connected, and they do a very good job so far. All professional and all the top players are happy about the umpires doing great job and helping so much here to bring it to a certain level. This tournament is something special. Of course, the Open de France in the 24th edition, so 24 years now, and we will see now. So important this one, Octagon or Jolly Roger King of Polo. We do need a result. That means we won't have any overtime. The overtime is only if we have a draw, then we will continue. But it can't be a draw. So we will have an overtime, of course, but we can't have a draw. Like that will be correct. And we're about to start. So it's no rain, it's a little windy. And we're playing our 5 chukker out of 7 minutes here, so watch out. The next around 1 hour, we were transmitting direct. It's only one time direct, so please use it and download the app, the pololine.tv app. And if you got the opportunity, like I had last evening, to see the matches on the big screen, it's more impressive. But of course, everybody, everywhere, where you are worldwide, you can watch on your cell phone these tournaments, these matches, and many other great tournaments around this world, and transmitted to you by pololine.tv. So teams are there. We will sort out the side, and then we're going to start. We do have 9 full-size fields here. We do have a 6 to 8 goal tournament at the same time, And in the next day we'll start a ladies tournament as well. So all in all, at the moment, are more than 1,400 high-quality polo horses here, and it's a real center of Europe, of continental Europe, right here. So umpires are ready. I think the teams are the same, and just enjoy. Wonderful match. Octagon in the white and Jolly Rogers, King of Polo, facing each other. And one team will keep the big possibility just to enter in the round of the last 8 teams, but they got to win first this one. So that's the fact of this match today, of the first one. We will have another match in the Group C. There are the 2 winning teams, and that will conclude who will be finally and definitely with 2 wins in their groups in the round of the last 8 teams. The runners up in their groups, that means the 3rd and the 4th place, they will continue in another wonderful Polo Cup, but not participating in the Open de France. Here we are. The tournament is about to play every day until the 22nd of this month, and then of course will be taking place the final game. We are playing semi-finals before, and if we conclude and we finish the groups, the games into the groups, then we will know, and there will be scoring, of course, in all the teams, and then we will see. Maybe Octagon and Jolly Rogers, one of the last chances now to enter in the final round. Let's see. We're about to start, so let's go Polo. Let's enjoy the Open de France by Barnes. Ball is in, thrown in, and taking over perfectly by Octagon. Back shot, nice team play. Opening up for back for Thomas Williams. We heard "leave it loudly." The umpires said they have to clear up the line, and send it up by Thomas Williams. Thomas, well done for Octagon coming out of defense. What a nice back shot by Manuel Plaza. Manu's playing with 6-year-old, very strong player, and Martin Aguirre Jr. Martin, 7 goals, highest rated player on the field today in the first match, and running over the field close. But got disturbed a little bit, a great hook just to avoid the last one. Otherwise it would be in for sure. Running was by James Bime. James, long drive along the field, lifted up right to the center. James Bime is still there, still following the action on the far side. What a nice pass, a tremendous pass, bringing into situation Hugo Taylor. Got to turn again because Octagon is on the ball. What a great defense, playing boards to boards and running just behind Martin Aguirre. Everybody tried to follow at Martin, slow down a little bit the speed just to be sure, and save it up to give a nice pass a little bit to the left. A great ride off here by Hugo Taylor, and see, he avoided that anybody could enter from the right side. Manuel Plaza, James Bime, cooling it down a little bit, bringing down the temperature. What a nice fight there by James Bime and Manu Plaza. Taken over by Manu Plaza. Ball stayed there. Back shot. Somebody was not happy. James Bime was closing the action, and we do hear one of the first umpire whistle, as you see in the replay. Yeah. Somebody was coming across, and that's why we do have a free hit from the spot taken by Octagon. Octagon there in their own half. I guess that Martin Aguirre will give the tactic, leaving the ball to Thomas Williams. What a great player in defense. Okay, Martin Aguirre, trust him. And the long drive along the field, just perfect. Alexis Morange, the team captain, just cool down, Alexis. Another one, half swing, and it's into the goal. It's the first one of this very important match for Octagon. Well done, Alexis. Got a great coach, Gabriel Iglesias there, and as you see in the replay, taking over half swing. perfectly to save it up and brings it into the goal. Well done, Alexis. You have to be there at the right moment, at the right time, at the right position, and then to score. That's the job description of a good number one. So answer changed. Players had to stay on their side. Umpires are quite strict in it. And if you're coming closer, umpire won't throw it in and give you warning. So that's why everybody has to stay on your side. Ball picked up a little bit. Not yet. Stuck. What a nice takeover now. And Manu Plaza. Manuel. Just get informed what happened ahead. And James Bime is there. James lifting up the stick. What a nice shot under the neck. But he got to follow for the second one. I'm not happy about that. It was deflected. But ball went wide finally. We're more or less in the half-time. And players use it in the half-time in between 1 minute to have the free change. So we're having this right now. But hasn't heard any whistle. So that's why we will continue with a hit in by Octagon. Taken nicely out to the right, Martina Gary, just waiting to receive the pass. And Thomas Williams still there, losing the ball. Can you believe it was waiting, looking to Martina Gary, but James, what a clever play by James Bime. James dribbling. Short shots a little bit. Another one's coming closer to the goal. And the last one is perfect one. Wow. So James Bime waked up very good in this game. Very clever play by James Bime. And so good to be offensive. And this is a tactic maybe that James Bime is playing, forechecking quite close and ahead. Just in the position together with the striker was playing at the number one was Hugo Taylor. Giving a lot of power. So the best app you can load down to watch Polo is of course pololine.tv, as you know. Jota Chavan on the far side, just controlling it, bring it up a little bit in the free zone, and open it up to Martina Aguirre, but in defense, perfect by Hugo Taylor. Taylor did it perfectly, just saved it up right on from the middle, taking it out to the boards, waiting, dribbling a little bit, and James Bime get marked. Taylor got a lot of work now coming out, but Martina Gary lifting up the stick. Comes maybe over the line of Taylor. Open up a little bit from the boards to the center. Yeah, and as you see in the replay, there was a contact made. So that's why we do have a penalty for in favor of Jolly Roger Polo team. So in between, as you see all the time, player using this short interruption for the penalty for just to change horses. Come always back with a fresh one. In the first chukker by Nicolas Johansson, for example, is fly Maria Roja in the first chukker. And some other players, they're playing their good horses, their best horses maybe in the second. Hugo Taylor, we just saw, is Mujer Maravilla, is best mounted. And as we see, was playing with a good save and to bring it up into the other half for a penalty for taken by this fine gentleman, by James Bime. James, taking a long circle. Coming from Charles de Gaulle. Entering here in Chantilly, is close to the ball on the field, and James lifting up the sticks and hit it a long drive along the field right between the goalposts. Well done by James Bime. Quite important to get back the lead by 2-1 for Jolly Rogers, King of Polo. Perfectly taken. In between 25 seconds, as you all know, you have to be back. Otherwise, if you snooze, you lose. That's Polo. Nobody will wait for you, no matter who you are, because the rule doesn't wait. And Martina Aguirre, Martin, coming out directly. Somebody was running a little bit over the ball. Manu Plaster is just watching at the umpire how it could be possible that I create a foul. But seeing the replay, and just moved over a little bit over the line, and in my words a little bit, you can hear a little bit, is too much. The line of the ball has to keep free all the time. If you ride over the ball and you create a problem for the player who can and will entering is right away, you do create a foul. And there's why we do have a free hit, a penalty to the Equipe in white, the team Octagon Polo team. It's a wealth management. It's a financial experts company, Octagon, and a polo expert taking this 60-yard free hit. It's Martin Aguirre. Martin, great concentration. The little wind, you have to calculate everything, but high, lofted shot and strong, but missed a little bit just in the air on the left side. That's why we will have a hit in. And as you see, the ball went high, but finally in the air, went wide. Nicely taken off by Jolly Roger Polo team, Manu Plaza. Manu is there and off, turning his head a little bit. Got a great opportunity now to run. It's like a home run. Manu again. Manu. Maybe the last one. No, didn't get hold of it, but the ball stays there. And Hugo Taylor, Hugo is close to the goal. Some meters around, got disturbed a little bit, and James Bime was there finally. James Bime just make the last shot, but believe it or not in. Maybe you see it in the replay. What happened there was a lot of traffic around, more than Monday morning at the highway to Paris. But in this case, it sought better and quicker out. But finally, the ball went off on the sideline. So it decided we will see a corner. In other sport, we take a corner, but it doesn't make any sense in polo, as you know. So it will be safety 60, written in the rules. A little bit of angle where the ball went off and taken by James Bime. James got a powerful horse. Was controlling very well. Excellent rider, of course. They all start in England with the pony club, and even the young babies are sitting on the horse and riding, and hunting and galloping and doing great games there. James, wow, that's in the 9th floor, high in the air, and it looks just perfect into the goal. There's no defense player on this planet who can stop this one. So it's very important to score the penalties, and James Bime knows as well this little trick. So he did very well. James Bime with another one. It's 3-1 to Jolly Rogers. Funny name, was King of Polo. So in this case, it was right. Ball thrown in by the umpire, and set got changed, and Thomas Williams. Thomas with the back shot, open back shot, lean over, a lot out of the horses, trying to find Jota Chavan. Jota just take it in the right position. And Martin Aguirre coming in between and lifting it up in direct. In one shot, it's still on this way, and rolling, just on the left. Bad luck to Martincito. What a great player. And we do hear the whistle, and that means it's off, and we will have the first rest just for you. We are back in 3 minutes, so just enjoy, but stay tuned for the second chukker. Will come soon. Octagon against Jolly Rogers, King of Polo. Thank you. Better view from here. We are right back here for the second chukker between the two teams. Jolly Rogers, King of Polo team and the black team shirts. They're leading by 3-1 against Octagon. We saw 2-3 great opportunities to the keeper of Octagon, but so far only one goal. And but they're getting stronger, I guess. And but watch out, Manuel Plaster got Celestina in this chukker, his favorite one, for example, and then the second chukker also. Martina Gary, Montesa, one of these favorite horses. Twiggy by James Bine. Watch out, Twiggy is his favorite horse by James Bine. So coming around perfectly, saved it up and come out of the own half. Perfect by James Bine with Twiggy on his way. Very fashionable. This mare, look how she's running. Very athletic horse. A little one, but running like a racehorse. Just perfect. Taking over at the moment and get some help by Hugo Taylor. Hugo, they know each other from England very well. Hugo Taylor and James Bine. Taken over by Thomas Williams. Thomas coming out of defense. Taking a nice drive along the field. Looking for this fine gentleman, Alexis Morange. Alexis! Moved over a little bit just to make his offside forehander, and Alexis made a nice shot, but umpire said it's not possible to enter like this, so we will see what will be the decision of the umpire. It looks like will be freed from the spot, as you saw in the replay. Alexis went over the line, and they were coming just behind him with the right of way. Was a better angle, closer angle, just the players just behind. And of course, in this level, everybody is following you if you're alone riding around with a ball, and you have to be careful if you join the line, who will come, and you have to ask yourself if you can enter in the line of the ball just to take over the right of way. James Bine with Twiggy on Twiggy. Nice one, good one, just rolling, still on his way with one shot close to the line, just deflected by and defended by Thomas Williams. Thomas, a lot of traffic around the goal of Octagon. Jota Chavan is helping out a little bit in defense. Jota, Martina Gere, finally, Martin opening up to the center. Oh, there's still the danger zone, and tried to find Thomas Williams. Thomas collected it, tried to find Martina Gere. Now on the left side, perfect pass, and Martin. That was a perfect play between Thomas and Martin. Martincito is flying over the field. The ball stays there around the 30-yard line. Coming back, Hugo Taylor quickly and backed it up a little bit. Bring it up, James Bine. James taking over directly, not waiting for any English tea time. So just collect the ball and try to get it through into the other half. But got a lot of traffic around him. That was Jota Chavan and Manu Plaza. Manu. Just waiting what he can do. The best he can do with Celestina. That's his horse now. Well done, Manu Plaza. Taking out and getting into the other half. Just following the action. Great defense again on the left side. Thomas Williams is there. Always there. Brings it down, brings it slow, and just waiting for Jota Chavan. Taking over nicely, Jota. Lifting it up and waiting, but got disturbed here. James Bine is there, always close to him. Thomas Williams taking over again. And a nice drive. Exactly, Alexis Morange. Alexis is there. Moved it over a little bit. Yeah, leave it to me, because fine gentleman with 7 goals is following. That's why Martin Aguirre said, leave it. I'm there. And then a big, high, lofted shot just into the direction of the goal. Thomas Williams was there just to collect it, but got disturbed, and that's why Manu Plaza is there. Manu's turning it around. Manu went off the horse. Turned a little bit into to the right, and then the contact was made by Jota Chavan. And of course, immediately we heard the whistle. As you see in the replay, that was the impact, and there was no way. Horse is fine, don't worry. But, well, I hope everything will stay in the green zone here. There's a little discussion always. As you mentioned, the second name for Polo, for example, in Argentina is Adrenalina Pura. So you see a little bit the blood is cooking a little bit higher, but in the end, absolutely fair. These teams, how they're doing. See it from another direction, and that was a contact made, and wow, that was tough. And we will see the decision of the umpire if good Manuel Plaza is back with Celestina. Celestina is fine, that we can tell you, and just checked everything by Manu. But safety first, of course, in polo mainly, and that's why umpires having a little speech, and we will see what they will decide. Will be in favor of Jolly Rogers, in favor of Manu Plaza, who got fouled. Teams are coming through the middle. No, they're passing the center. Going more over. They're close to the penalty 4 line. And they will give a penalty for free hit, 54 metric meters just ahead of the goal of Octagon. James Mine is the expert for this kind of questions. James is a very clever player, can play all the positions and in all levels and all speed, and very organized. The nice guys, we had a small sentence just before the matches with him, and he's quite relaxed. He's a funny guy, he's a nice gentleman, and he's a fantastic polo player. So we heard play. He's still happy with Twiggy, therefore he hadn't changed. James Bime is taking now a long run, coming closer now to the ball. So watch out. It's windy. So if you hit it too high, the wind will maybe put out the ball out of the goal. But let's see. It's straight. And it's into the goal. What a great goal under these circumstances by James Bime, and perfectly taken. So important to score the penalties. And as you see in the replay, it's a perfect swing and follow through, like all the good polo teachers will explain to you if you get a polo lesson. And great string against the ball. So it's half-time more or less, but 4 goals to Jolly Rogers. Jolly Rogers in the lead against Octagon. Watch out now. James Bime went far away beside the horse just to get this one. Martina Gary, no. Manu Plaza. Manu's back. Manu's there. Manu's in good condition. We can see there was a miss. And Larga, we heard, leave it here to this fine gentleman, Jota Chavan. He opened it up, the first one, into the big chance, a big opportunity. Jota's flying over the field. That looks perfect. That looks good. That looks excellent. Jota Chavan into the goal. Perfect. Was a great anticipation scene where the opportunity was laying and running with the ball all over the half of the field then, and the final one, of course, was in. Jota Chavan got a lot of experience. So many years of playing great polo, Argentine professional. Did very well. So Octagon comes a little bit closer by 2 goals against 4. Ball thrown in already. Martin. Open it up directly. Looking for Chavan, who's in a really good mood. Open it up a little bit to the left, boards to boards, but already James Bime was there. James so quickly entering all the situations, and Martin is back. Martina get it, and no. Had to go away, James Bime again. Creating a lot of trouble to Octagon. And now, James for the first one. James for the second one. Take it ahead. Just waiting what happened with Thomas Williams. Thomas defend very well. And coming closer. James Bime is there again. James. Playing like James Bond. James Bime perfectly. Manu Plaza. Manu again. This is a great opportunity. Manu, and then he tried to make the big shot. It's deflected. And we heard a whistle. So most of the time when a horse gets hit by the ball, somebody did something wrong. Umpires will see what will happen. As you see in the replay, you can see immediately that horse was get hit by the ball, so in this case the umpire will decide what they will do. It looks like a free hit from the spot taken by Octagon. Thomas Williams, who is slowly waiting for the right moment to give a light pass to the left, of course, to Martin Aguirre, looking for him. Martincito, Martin. Long drive, but not too long, because James Bynes already there, got the shot away, turning the ball 180 degrees and starting his run. He's dribbling the ball a little bit. He knows that Martin Aguirre is there. The long shot doesn't make any sense, but now he's coming closer to the goal. And what a clever play by James Bynes. And the ball is taken off the sideline by... So no goal so far, just ball went wide. We'll see hidden by Octagon. And the result stays like this. So Jolly Roger, not many goals so far, but that is a fact that the defense players are playing very good. And Martin Aguirre, Martin, put it under the neck, tried to find Thomas Williams. Thomas. Can't get hold of it, because guess who is there already? James Bynes. You got the right name, James Bynes, playing forechecking all the time. Most of the time he's the first player in this team, but creating a lot of trouble to Octagon. And Thomas Williams tried to out his clothes here in the action, and woo. Yeah, that was a little bit tough. And as you see in the replay, Thomas Williams was close, and then in the end somebody came across a little bit, and there was an impact. The contact was done. Umpires decided, okay, it was close to the boards, it's far away, so that's why the decision will be free hit from the spot. Not much time left in the second chukker. But as you mentioned, how clever James Bynes is doing all these free hits. So Niklas is off his horse, so it's Venisetta. Esta is one of his favorites, the grey, Una Tordilla. The Petizero told me like this, the groom. And yes, it's one of his favorite horse. He feel very well, very comfortable. And the umpire said, yeah, better let's check it and change it. No, don't change it. The umpire checked every time. There is maybe a question mark, how fit are the horses, or if they are okay after a certain situation. Umpires check all the time the horses. So James Bynes, with a free hit taken from the spot, and watch out all the time that James Bynes got a penalty. He will create a dangerous situation to Octagon as well. Now, just perfect, right in front of the goal, close to the 30-yard line. Manu Placer is there just to follow the action. Manu is controlling it, playing it around. What a nice play by Manu Placer. Manu's coming around into the corner, taking it out, and taken over by James Bynes, but already somebody just coming exactly out of the corner following the right of way. That's why the umpire, as you see in the replay, they saw the situation and somebody turned. Will be a free hit to Octagon, nothing more and nothing less. I hope you do all enjoy the wonderful match in Group C. Quite important match to both teams. They do need urgent their first win in the second match. So Thomas Williams with the hit in of taken from the spot. Nice one, high in the air. Yeah, Martin was not happy. Somebody was coming close to his line and he's complaining a little bit, asking the umpire how could it be possible. I wanted to go in the direction, but finally umpire concluded the chukker. We all heard the bell. And umpire just said, okay, just relax and change. Nothing serious happened. So we are back in the wild. Stay tuned with pololine.tv. And around 3 minutes we are back, so time enough just to relax a little bit in the quite important match. Octagon against Jolly Roger, King of Polo. Right, we're right back, Octagon between Jolly Rogers, and we're still a little bit in the talk show, and umpire decided, the third man went down, and of course they had a speech, and nothing serious happened. That's why umpire decided nothing serious. So the ball was over the boards. That's the main information I can give to you, and that's why we will resume this third chukker with a hit where the ball went over the boards. That's it. So, and as you see, the emotion is boiling up, the temperature is getting up. It's a very good game. It's a great organization between the teams. All 16 teams are participating in the Open de France by Barnes, and even these two teams, Octagon and Jolly Roger, with 16 goals. Fantastic organized. Thomas Williams just played it a little bit under the neck. Perfect pass under the neck to Martin Aguirre. Martin joined into the line. Yeah, wanted to go in, but what a great interception by Jolly Rogers. Coming back, and as you see that Martin Aguirre was coming back into the old line, and in the replay you saw the action. The line didn't change completely. Somebody came into the line. Will be free hit 5B. Sometimes, Jason, we do have the replay. Yes. So 5B just taken by James. No, not yet. Wait a second. Umpire blow immediately the whistle, and Martin was complaining. We're not sure what happened. There were two actions, just the players just behind Martin. They were battling. Quite tough, and we will see. Looks like it will be a free hit from the spot taken to Octagon. Now the game is not so open like it was before, but doesn't matter. Maybe now Thomas Williams. Thomas open it up again to Martin Aguirre. Martin, save it up first. Got some help to avoid that anybody could attack him, and Martin now maybe alone, using the time to make a drive along the field, but taken over nicely by James Bime. Got the shot away to the ball and working it out very nicely, taking all the time of his life, taking over to Manu Plaza. Manu, what a clever player Manu Plaza, like very much, works a lot for his team, and still Manu on the ball. Manu Plaza, he went back, his horse went back, and if you stay back and if you walk back, you will lose the right of way. And anyway, we heard a whistle. As you see in the replay, it's another infringement, and then, but they're coming from the other side. I guess that was maybe the reason why the umpire stopped this action. There's some interruption now in the game, but as you see, it's still close. Octagon is trying to get hold of it and trying to get more chances, more opportunities. And it's only 2 goals of the difference between the two teams. But we are already in the third chukker. So the time is ticking down each second of the game then against Octagon. They do need urgent minimum 2 goals to create the equalizer. So not many goals in this match, but so far it's an open game in the middle of the field between the two 60-yard lines, most of them, and then some tactical things and little fouls and whatever. And James Bime, another one, he's taking all the penalties of his team, of Jolly Rogers. And James, wind is coming from the side, strong, but James just passed it ahead the boards to Hugo Taylor. Hugo controls it very nicely on the boards. Got disturbed, but don't worry. A second player of Jolly Rogers just behind. It's Manu Plaza, reading perfectly the tactic side of Jolly Rogers and following up perfectly. Taken over by Thomas Williams. I'm pressing by Thomas Williams, playing in defense, saving it up. Very cool. Got the ice cubes in the polo jeans. And they will stay not only about the temperature now in Chantilly. It's only 16 degrees. Little windy, but Martin Aguirre doesn't care. He's always on temperature. Martin. Long one. Sending it into another postal code into the other half. The team captain is Alex Morange, but couldn't get through Taylor. Hugo Taylor saved it up, played around, and building up a new line. 180 degrees. Somebody was coming just to meet him to say hello, but nothing serious happened. Jota Shaban. Jota waiting. No. Leaving it over to Martin. Martin first. Martin. And Jota said, no, leave it to me. If you are in trouble, I'm sure I'm good. I'm there. I can hit it. I can do it. And it just came back where it came from. Great opportunity. Manu Plaza again. Perfectly taken. Using only a little bit of whip according to the rules. Leaving the balls. Taking it over to James Bime. Of course, James following just perfectly. Martin's not very happy about that. We could hear. And again, Thomas under pressure by Manu Plaza. Manu has to go out of the way. This is the right of way for Thomas, lifting it up directly, not waiting for something. Just the ball is there to the team captain, Alexis, sending it more ahead. Alexis Among, a great opportunity, another one. Opening up, the ball stays there, back shot, taken over by Hugo Taylor. All the game turned again by James Bime. James on the far side. Just slow it down a little bit because nobody's up. James is so quickly. And he put down the speed because just waiting that somebody from his team by Jolly Rogers will go ahead. Maybe now. Perfect time pass. But somebody happened. Somebody was maybe in the way. Jota Shaban maybe. But as you see in the replay, like this, yeah, there was a close contact and very close and close. In the end, umpire's whistle got heard. And of course, very nice that the umpires are still explaining a little bit, not too much, of course, but only the team captain is allowed to ask. But in some situation, the umpires, they do and react, and they give the opportunity just to give the information. So we more or less at the halftime, and We decided in the team meeting in favor of the horses to give the 1 minute just to change horse. But everything had to happen in 1 minute. So no drink, no talk, no interviews, and not reading a book or whatever. So just come back quickly, immediately, because after 1 minute the action will restart again. So looks like we will have a penalty 4. And it's not the most easiest thing on a windy day to have a penalty 4, but these players, they can do it. These guys, they can do it under monsoon, heavy rain, snow, drizzle, fog, whatever. They're the top 40 players in the world. 15 of them are here taking place in the Open de France. As well, James Bime. James on the grey, taking a long circle. What a great player, very clever player, impressing, clever and high lofted shot, and as you see, maybe due to the wind, ball went to the right because the wind was coming from the left side. That's why. But as you see in the replay, first it looks good, and then the ball get a drive in the end and went off. So no goal. Thomas Williams. The right hand must hurt a little bit. So many hit-ins, but so perfect one. And now look at this. Martin Aguirre. Martin is flying perfectly. The ball stays there. Taken over perfect and nicely. Playing with the balls. Manu Plaza. Manu. Pressing by Manu. Manu starts a little so immediately. Taken over by Jota Shaban. Jota just waiting. Everybody's going out of the way. Somebody said leave it. Thomas is coming from behind. Thomas Williams. Thomas perfect. It's still in the air. It's close to the goal. It's coming down now out of the air. Of one rainy clouds, but it's deflected by Hugo Taylor. Hugo, back shot again, opening it up. What a great team play now by Jolly Rogers, taking it to Manu Plaza. Manu's flying over the field, completely flat out. Here Octagon has to come back quickly. Jota Shaban has to watch out to do the back shot on the near side. Now offside, back shot, but better. Taken again, closing the gap between Hugo Taylor, making up a back shot again, and James Bime. What a great combination. James on the far side, trying to get the ball now with Martin Aguirre. Bime against Aguirre. 6 goals of handicap against 7. Fighting there and battling there. A lot of traffic. Little plastic ball is in between. 5 players are around. Ball is coming out now by James Bime. James. Oh, wait a second. Players hurt. Wait, heard a whistle, but we will see in the replay what happened. It was close, and then in the end it was taking the hit by James Bine, and a player got hit, and Martin Aguirre, tough player, oh, lot of pain. Doctors there. He parks always a little black car close to where something happened, so the doctor knows where things happen. But wow, that was something that hurts. Maybe Martin do need some ice spray, some cooling down, so that hurts. But the most important question is if he can resume. Let's see again. James Bime, full swing, and hit immediately the only short distance. The right leg of Martin Aguirre. See from the other side, and players, of course, they avoid, but there was not much space. It's close to the boards. There's only one way where the ball can come out. And player avoid to hit another player or another horse, of course. Then the hit is stopped. Doesn't make any sense. And of course they know about according to the rules. If a horse get hit or a player get hit by the other team so somebody did something wrong. That's why you have to keep the line always free. Or on the other hand, if you shoot in an angle and hit somebody, That's wrong. Martin is back in the saddle. Finally, we're happy about that. Wow. And I think he's in a good mood, but start again just to explain the umpire what happened. But it's good to hear. I like it. The players are back, and after an impact or an accident or whatever, so and when they're discussing, so you know that they are back like before. No problem. So, of course, and in this case, Martin got hit, and umpires decided a 5B. We're still in the third chukker out of 5, so that means everything is possible. Not goals we do see so far, and that means that everything is still possible for both teams. They urgently need the first win in their group. In the second match, Thomas Williams. Thomas taking a short circle. Thomas doing nicely. It was a short shot. Another one, winning meter by meter, inch by inch. Going a little bit to the right. Said, just follow me. And Martina Gary is coming back just to help him out. But Thomas is doing well so far, leaving it here exactly to Martin. That's a fake shot. Martina Gary. Martin tried to do it under the neck, but we see that the sticks come over, and we heard something too. So if you do it under the neck, you will see in the replay, the stick has to stay and stop on your side, and this one came over completely. Well done. Pololine.tv have several cameras around the field, and they transmit the very, very important situation in this. James Byrne. All penalties taken by James Byrne. Got always a new plan and send it up close to the center line. Well done by Thomas Williams. Thomas. Shaban was not happy with the contact there, the meeting there. And Thomas still dribbling the ball. Thomas got followed by Manu Plaza and Hugo Taylor, and still Thomas. Thomas is like a walk on the field, going around. Look, all the nice places on the field. Everything is correct. Well done by Thomas. What a control of the ball. What a stick and ball working and perfectly. Still there, leaning over on the left. But now it's over. It's over by Manu Plaza. That now, my friend, it's enough. Taking it over. Manu get hooked. Ball stays there. Hugo Taylor and Manu Plaza. Manu's back. Manu. Sending it up again to this fine gentleman, James Byrne. Back shot. What a back shot. Tremendous, turning completely the match. Who will be first? Back shot. No contact. And watch out, Martina Gary is fighting everywhere. Now in the other half, giving back and sending back the pass to Thomas Williams. Coming out of defense. Saving it up a little bit to Jota Shaban. Flying over the field. Cut shot. It looks perfectly. It looked very good to Jota. Another one still there. Back shot by James Byrne. Manu Plaza. Turned first and take it off the danger zone. Perfectly taken Hugo Taylor. Hugo. Just following his own line. Half swing, just ahead. Nobody can disturb. We just heard the first bell. Perfectly going and gets stopped in the middle by Jota Shaban. Jota's turning. Going by Thomas Williams. Thomas getting more offensive, and we heard a whistle. Oh. James Byrne was entering the situation. Thomas Williams turned already and was looking for his opportunity, but finally, as you see in the replay, and this one, the line of the ball changed. It was under the neck, following up, and then James Byrne saved it up as the last man. So we will see what will be the decision of the next chukker. And as you hear, in the same group is playing Battistoni, and Alejandro Barnabas, the CEO of the team, is a very nice guy and very funny guy and a good polo player, good organizer, and he's there in the next race just for you to just get entertained by Alejandro Barnabas. Just enjoy. We're back soon for the fourth chukker. That's a promise by Pololine.tv.
Hearing about this tournament for a long time, and felt that we were not fully ready to come in the past because I heard that the level was very high. and we definitely experienced it today, that the level is extremely high. This year we felt that we were ready to come and not embarrass ourselves, and we've been working with this team now for a few years. We've been playing together and working on the horses and the whole organization, and we felt that we were ready, and here we are in this incredible place, so extremely happy to be here. We had it all. We started well, we were up at the beginning, then we had a lull in the middle, and where we didn't manage to do our game, and then thank God in the last two chukkers, especially the last one, we managed to get our acts together and come back strong, managed to get to the extra chukker and then win it. So that's marvelous, clearly, for the ones who win it, not so much for the ones who lose it. The Jaureches have been with me for a long time, playing the 10, the 12, 16 in the past, and we felt that what I wanted was mainly a team rather than having just three good players that were good on their own, but not necessarily a team. I think that these guys are good on the field, outside the field. We're friends, they are great friends, and I think it's very important in any team sport to actually behave as a team if you want to win it. Definitely it's going to be a lot harder than any other 16-goal tournament that we ever played. We came here, again, first time, so clearly not saying, oh, we come here to win it. We just came here with the expectation of try to win a few games. Winning the first one is clearly a great start. We hope we'll manage to go through our group. That was the expectation, was to actually go through the group, so finishing first or second in the group. Then everything else that comes afterwards is just great.
Vous savez pourquoi j'aime vivre ici? Parce que j'aime ses habitants. J'aime les soutenir avec mon livret. Et j'aime donner 1 euro chaque mois à un projet et voir ma banque en donner autant. J'aime voir s'élever les nouvelles entreprises près de chez moi. J'aime voir arriver à maturité les initiatives locales qui nous régalent. J'aime voir que l'on prend soin des êtres qui nous sont chers. Des solutions concrètes et solidaires existent pour soutenir ceux qui se mobilisent près de chez moi. J'aime mon territoire.
So we're back for chukker number 4 between Octagon and Jolly Rogers. And unfortunately the rain started, so sometime this summer it was more a mild winter because some rainy days and unusual weather. And in these early September days too, we have rain, believe it or not, and wind. But there are some sunny clouds close to us, so we will see. But this chukker will be played in the rain. We will start this chukker with a penalty 3 because as you know, Thomas Williams was turning the ball and following his line and was the last man rule. And let me see exactly. Might be a penalty too because it's very close to the goal, and Martin Aguirre now with a big opportunity to Octagon to come closer now, maybe with this one. We will see. Martin Aguirre lifted up the stick, and it's an important one, and the penalty 3 was close to disturb, but the ball is in finally. That's the official decision now, but closely for save, and the ball was in perfectly by Martin Aguirre. Brings it closer, 3 goals now, 2-4. It can't be closer. Umpire is counting down on 25 seconds. Just be back. So Octagon is back, and the chukker number 4 with a very important goal with a free hit. Back shot taken by Nicola. Now it's number 1. It's Hugo Taylor. And Manu Plaza. Manu taken over to James Bime. James. A big opportunity. The ball stayed there around the 40-yard. And who will be first? Jota Chavan. Clever play by just controlling the ball just completely. And get marked very nicely by Hugo Taylor. And coming out from nowhere, Thomas Williams. Interception. Perfect interception. And Octagon, maybe now on the way to the equalizer. Let's see. The speed is picking up. Perfectly taken now by Jota Chavan. He's there, sending it up. But unfortunately to Octagon, the ball went wide to the right side. Wow. Nice run, high speed, perfectly taken. Hit in by Jolly Roger. James Bime's coming out of defense. Giving great pass, high, lofted one, high in the air, looking for Manu Placer. It's playing perfect the position. And Hugo Taylor is just ahead. Maybe Manu would see him. He has to go back because a lot of players in the white shirt just around him. Tried to intercept in the first attempt by Martin Aguirre, in the second one, but now taken over again by Manu Placer. Manu's coming closer to the action now into the other half. Manu on the left, that missed, and Martin Aguirre just follow up auto back for himself. Turning first, of course, he's there, and Martin moving up a little bit the speed. Martincito. Long one drive, passing the penalty 4 line, then the 30-yard line, and then what a nice pass to Jota Chavan, but the ball went to the right. Believe it or not, another great opportunity, another one, but so far 3 goals to Octagon. We'll see a hit in by Jolly Rogers, King of Polo team, and it's a close game. It's a high pressure for both teams. In their second match in the Group C, they do need urgent the first win. Though that means something. Coming out perfectly out defense, right in the middle, passing everybody by Manu Placer. Well done, Manu. And still there, got a back shot by Thomas Williams, and turning completely. And now Octagon, maybe now with Jota Chavan. Jota, quite impressed about that, but Martin Aguirre just behind Martin. And the ball follows, not to the goalpost. Went off. Wow. We're more or less at the halftime. You see the free change, maybe now. No, in the next one. Hit in is taken. And nicely taken. High taken by Jolly Rogers, James Bime. Perfectly controlled by Thomas Williams, perfectly controlled, taking it around. just waiting for his team where they are. How can he come out of defense? And wow, Manu Plaza in the right moment just stopped this action and turned it around. Perfectly taken in by Manu, still there in the opportunity. Manu. And another one, a third one missed, but it's still there, opportunity. Martin Aguirre. What a nice shot under the neck. Tremendous. Open it up to Thomas Williams. Thomas. Now with a great opportunity. He's flying over the field. Got all the way to the goal. And maybe the last one, Thomas. Keep cool. And he did it, ladies and gentlemen. A very important one. So well, it's so important. Octagon is back. The last 2 goals, my Octagon. Bring it back to the equalizer. Perfectly. So that's a free change now. Players doing it a little bit late, but they had to hurry up in between 1 minute, as you mentioned. And we had some games when the players couldn't manage it, so sometimes there were 3 against 4. Or I saw it in one game so far. There were 2 against 4 for some moments to bring really problems in, of course, if you're not there. And the rule doesn't wait. The umpires, believe me, are very nice gentlemen, but the rule doesn't wait, and that's why umpires had to throw it in immediately. Well, still wind, less rain, but not sunshine polo so far. We're just waiting for that. Quite romantic sitting here under the umbrella and watching top class polo. The teams are back and we're about to continue the chukker number 4, and tremendous chukker, and the teams are at the same level, at the same score, at the same, right in the middle and fighting. Great opportunity, Hugo Taylor. Hugo is off, perfectly taken. Hugo, what a great opportunity! It's close to the goal. The last one. Concentration. Don't get nervous, and it's into the. No, it's not in. It's not in. I just wanted to open a bottle of champagne, but no. I don't know how he managed it. As you see in the replay, I was impressed, but no goal. Can you believe? But that happened to everybody in sometimes. Bad luck. Martin Aguirre. Martin with a long one. Good one. Perfect one. Super pass to Thomas Williams all the time. Thomas coming out of defense and got replaced in the back then by Martin Aguirre. Thomas is still there on the near side. The ball is in the air just beside him. He's checking up completely. Tried to go back and just into the action. Interception, but Manuel Plaza was there already. Manu was coming out of defense. Manu was turning out. Manu out of defense. What a great play by Manuel Plaza. Manu, the complete name, Manuel Plaza de Ayala, and he's doing perfectly, sending it in the other half, and Jota Shawan has to watch out, no mistake in this one, so important to bring it back. Manu Plaza is there again. What a great chukker by Manu, and the big, lofted, high, perfect shot, just missed, not far away, 2-3 meters, but what a great try to score in one big shot into the goal. Hit in by Octagon. And Jota Shawan now stays in the back. There's a little bit tactic change sometimes. Thomas Williams is more offensive. Martin Aguirre stays there first in the middle and tried to get this one now. It's moving with James Bime. James controlling it. Got all the time to change it 180 degrees and open it up. And going with Martin Aguirre for a walk on the polo field. Hugo Taylor, another opportunity for him, but saved up perfectly. That's the second bell, ladies and gentlemen. And we will go in the last and the fifth chukker, number 5, and with a draw. It's 4-all. And we are back soon at the right time for a dramatic and wonderful match between Octagon and Jolly Roger, King of Polo. See you soon.
Each day, we at La Cornue set upon a journey to create a masterpiece. An icon of French cuisine and culture since 1908. A time-honored culinary tradition, treasured for generations the world over.
So here we are in a dramatic match between Octagon and Jolly Roger's King of Polo. It's 4-all, not much goals as you mentioned, but high class and dramatic action. And all the action you got. See, in the beginning, it looks very good in the first chukker to Jolly Rogers. They were in the lead by 2 goals, 3-1. And they mentioned to keep the distance with 2 goals. In the second chukker, 4-2. That stays in the third. But Octagon was very good and precisely in the chukker number 4. And now we will see if Octagon Polo team can stay with the strength of the last chukker just to put pressure and maybe score a very important goal. The rain stopped a little bit. It's still a little windy. It's not the best weather for Polo, but we do have perfect grounds here, and this helps so much to play under all the circumstances. Perfect Polo. So that's so important. And when I'm around and talking about the tournament, the first question by the professional, by the good players, by the organized as amateurs, the first question always is, how are the fields? How's the ground? It's so important to them, of course, for the horses, for their game, and for everything. And here they are 5-star plus superior in Chantilly. So everybody is back, and we will start on the left side with the last action where the second bell ended the second chukker. So we will see, and it will be close to the goal of Octagon. The ball will thrown in by one of 2 umpire Peter right now, and Rafa Silva there on the field, just throw the ball in, and the first one, the ball, Manu Plaster again, pressing player of this afternoon, taken over to James Pine. James wants out, taking it a little bit away from the goal, wants to ask everybody in the white shirt to follow him. There is a little bit more space, maybe in the direction of goal, but lifted up in the air by Martin Aguirre. What a great save. Martin is still there in the danger zone. By him there, James. He's tried to get it perfectly in the shot, and then, as you see in the replay, was some confusion. So James opened it up under his horse, bring it up and open it up. And from the other side, coming just from behind, player just to avoid, and umpire immediately blow the whistle, and I guess will be penalty 2. And James Bime is the specialist for all the penalties in the team of Jolly Rogers, King of Polo. As you see, one little mistake, one little foul, one little whatever, and then the game can change to the other side. James Bime is walking penalty too, because it's an undefended goal, of course, if you all know. And James, concentration, cool down, waiting for the right moment to do the offside forehander, and the ball is in. So important now to Jolly Rogers, king of polo and king of penalty. We got a new name for James Bime. Well done. Well done. Very cool. And James scored this important penalty to bring his team into a lead, 5-4. But still enough time, of course, to octagon. Backshot, open backshot. And the team captain is there, Alexis Morange. Alexis, half swing, perfect taken, and running like hell. Alex, that looks very good. And another one trumps one. And is playing his favorite horse again in this chukker, Grey One. And he's back on the field. It was a great possibility just to score. Hammering with half a swing the ball, but left. James Bime hit in. Wants to save it up now in defense. Want to be sure that everything is going on the good side. And Manu Plaza, James Thomas Williams is here. Williams, backshot, Thomas. But Jota Shawan helping out. Williams is going ahead, waiting for the pass by Shawan. Shawan is still a little bit busy on the boards against two players by Jolly Rogers. And Manu Plaza's taken over. Manu. Just wait a second. Game is going. The play is going up and down and again now by Jota Shawan. Jota is back. Ooh! Look at this high danger situation. Horse went down ahead and player went down. Jota Shawan. Impress of the replay. Jota was concentrated on the ball, and then just a horse ahead of him, across of him, whatever of him. Whew. So he's still on the ground, but sitting. Doctor's there. All the time you see the black car driving around. Doctor is on emergency. It's one of the worst fall. If you fall down, if you don't know it, and the horse fall down just ahead and then down, and you going over it, and with a salto mortale and whatever, and of course not good. So doctor had to check. We hope nothing serious. We saw Jota Shawan sitting there and arguing a little bit, but now he's laying on the field. These scenes we don't want to see. We want to avoid this, but like in life, things could happen. And umpires are still in discussion about that. But let's wait. It's a second most important thing. But see how it happened. Someone is coming, dribbling the ball, just concentrating on the ball, and then moving over because there was no way for the horse to escape, and the horse fall down just with the front legs, moving over, nearly fall completely over him, but he managed to fall clever. He's going around. Whew. Yeah, and he was explaining what happened. Doctor there, looking in his eyes. And of course, everybody also from the other team. It's a very, the spirit of the tournament is very special here. Was in many tournaments in my little career of polo, but I was in many tournaments, and this spirit is unique here. The teams each other, they help each other, they understand each other, they know each other, they friend each other. They're very fair. They're doing whatever they can do, and just to help out. And yeah, it's a special spirit, and that's why maybe also Philipp Müller, the Swiss patron, he created a cup, a special fairness cup into this tournament, and the team who will less fouls, who will more respect to the opponent teams, more respect to the umpires, treat well and organized well, and yeah, we will see some nice things of the fair play. Will receive a great and big cup and prize in the end, with a big prize giving with the Open de France by Barnes. That's a great idea. So Jovan is okay. still talking a little bit with Jolly Rogers, and we will see what the umpire will decide. So the most important thing is that Jota Chavan is in good shape. The horse was okay, we saw, and we just confirmed it. And doctor is still on the field and is not giving the green card. He said, just wait a little moment, just a minute. Not so quickly, my friend. Just wait, but Jota Chavan seemed to be okay. Yeah, doctor took the water and going to his little black car. Everybody knows here, of course, these little black cars going around. If we see the cars moving, something happened. But we were lucky, nothing serious happened so far. Doctor's going out now. And the best news in the last 5 minutes that Jota Chavan is back in the saddle, back on his horse, and back on the track. So horse is okay, Jota is okay, and now we will see and hear and watch out about the umpire decision about that. We got to wait like you, exactly. We don't know so far. It's a secret. Before the umpire not announce officially to the teams the information. In the information, we won't get it, so we can't present it to you. But just wait a second, because of course, if the score is like this, it's so important now. What will happen now? Octagon was on the way with Jota Chavan, on the way to this goal. So it looks like it will be a free hit from the spot taken by James Bime finally. That's a decision. Okay, Jolly Rogers, happy about that. James, under the neck, but there's no one around him, and so therefore Octagon was a little bit short away to enter. Hugo Taylor to bring it and help out a little bit James Bime. James coming and flying off the field to Manu Plaza. Back shot. And taking the line. Thomas Williams was there, but Manu Plaza was already there to reclaim the line. And as you see, back shot, and Manu Plaza just turned, went into the line, and that's why we do have a free hit from the spot taken by Jolly Rogers, King of Polo. At the time, the umpire went down, fall down. Rafa Silva, as you see, the horse was there, and then was a little moment, maybe something incorrect, and who knows. But Rafa Silva's back in the saddle. That's a good thing. Wow, a lot of action that we didn't need so much and don't want to have. But okay, Rafa Silva's turning his round. Yeah, most of all the umpires get these horses that the player don't want to play. That's why. Players were all good polo players in their career, so they know how to ride, to play, to whatever. But sometimes you don't know these horses, and most of the time, you get horses that nobody wants to play. That's it. Go back. We'll go back now to the game, to James Bime and Manu Plaza. Manu on the far side, running out, bringing a nice run, a nice shot, and following his own pass. Get marked very well by Thomas Williams, but heard another whistle, another interruption. Though it will be a very long chukker with a lot of interruption. And as you see, ball was there on the near side, taking it back, turning it around, and then We heard a whistle immediately. So free hit taken by Octagon. Now maybe he's coming out. Maybe he's going now for the equalizer. Maybe. A lot of maybes. But yeah, it looks quite good. Bring it up to the other half. Jota Chavan is there. He's in good shape. Ball says here, Jota again. Yeah, turning from left to right. And already one player was coming from behind. In the black shirts, we call it a team. Jolly Rogers, King of Polo team. As you see, ball is going more goal to goal, and Jota went from more to boards, and that's why we do have a free hit from the spot taken to Jolly Roger and James Bime. James. We more or less in the half time of the fifth chukker, and watch out, by one goal by Octagon, we can go in 2 in overtime. First of all, we will conclude with 30 seconds this fifth chukker, and then an extra chukker with golden goal. We had it 3 times so far in the Open de France by Barnes. This happened, and all the penalties taken by, guess who? Okay, I'm helping you a little bit. It's James Bime. James, what a long, high, love the charge, and coming down on the 6-yard line. Taken over directly by Jota Chavan is there, but moving a little bit, maybe over the line. The umpire were waiting if the chance will sort out, but just wait a second. Still not decided. 2 umpires are having a speech, and as you see in the replay what happened. So important now, it will be a penalty 3 taken by James Bime. And Jota Chavan's changing his horse and got enough time because James Bime is just putting the ball in the right position. Penalty 3 or 4. Because a little bit defense, the foul was in defense, was not going into the direction of the goal, and that's why the umpire decided penalty 4. Final decision, penalty 4. Half of the time in this chukker, James Bime, so important. If he is going into a lead by 2 goals, it looks good for the first win by Jolly Rogers. But it only looks good, it's not concluded, it's not the end. James Bime, and it's not in. Wait for that. So important this one, and lifted up high in the air. Looks perfect, looks good, and the ball is into the goal. James Bime created a very important goal, the goal number 6, 6-4 now. Octagon is coming quickly to the middle now, and as you see in the replay, just taken perfectly right in the middle of the goal, so there was no discussion, no doubt about it. Everybody's back. 3 minutes to go. 7 goals, 6 goals so far by James Bime. 6 goals, all 6 goals taken by Jolly Rogers, Nicolas Johansson, and Martin Aguirre. Martin. Bring it back to Thomas Williams. Thomas. Perfect pass now ahead, and with all the time of the world, Hugo Taylor. Hugo is playing a little bit with the ball, playing with the clock, playing with everybody in the white shirt, still playing and passing now under the neck. Very important one. That brings a lot of time, and Manu Plaza the opportunity just to send a nice pass. Not full swing and not a real strike, but Thomas Williams said, it's okay, don't worry, I will take it in the meantime. Take it over on the boards. Yeah, turned already. Thomas was not happy about that, as we can hear. And in the replay, as you see, the ball was in the corner of the balls. And Thomas Williams just turned it a little bit. And the opponent player, they wanted to know exactly why, what, how, and so on. But we will see a throw-in. So the line was not really cleared. We saw Thomas turning, but the line was not like this. So the ball will thrown in. So no foul was the final decision. taken by Peter Wright. Just explain a little bit in a few words the situation, and then coming back to Manu Placer. No, correction, Jota Chavan. Jota. Back shot, Hugo Taylor. Hugo, what a nice tail shot. Bringing up exactly James Bime. James. I don't know where he got this ball from, but couldn't get hold of it. It's Manu Placer. Has to come back because it's Alexis Morange. Alexis there and Jota Chavan just following up from Jota. Chavan. Knows exactly not much time left because the clock is close to him. And around 1.5 minutes, Octagon's playing with the ball with Martin Aguirre. Martin wants to save it up. No, it's Thomas Williams. Thomas now. Thomas. But try to find. I think Thomas Williams is still there. Thomas coming closer, but got marked very high, and then back shot. Open back shot by Manu Placer. Manu avoid the back shot. Manu Placer just turned first. Manu Placer and back shot. They're now taken over directly. Perfect taken over by Jota Chavan. Coming from nowhere. And out his own half. Try to control it. No, the ball jumps in the moment he wants to control it. So the ball stays there. Back shot. Martin Aguirre. Martincito. Martin. Still there. The clock is ticking down. The Richard Mille is ticking down. The chronometer is ticking down. But what a nice drive just in the direction of the opponent goal. Taken by Martin Aguirre. And we heard a whistle just ahead of the goal of Jolly Roger, King of Polo team. And as you see in the replay, the pass was perfect, just in the danger zone, and played by Octagon. They turned immediately, or they were fighting for this ball, but in the end we heard a whistle, and might be a penalty too. Not so far concluded, so we have to wait until we will have the final decision of the umpires. So important the situation right now, so just wait and see. By the way, at 5 o'clock, second game in the Group C, and that will be something. The two winning teams were facing each other, and the two winning teams, La Fija Sandbox and Battistoni, maybe you saw the team, and it will be on field number 1. We are changing the field, and there's a little change, maybe because of the weather. It will be at 5:30. The field has to be prepared, so everybody had to brought over to the another field just beside us, and that's why we changed the time half an hour later. I hope you don't mind. It's 5:30. The team of the two winning teams in Group C so far is Fija Sandbox and Battistoni Polo team. So 5:30, 5:30, and you will see the decision who will enter definitely in the final group with a win at 5:30 between the Fija Sandbox and Battistonia. But not so far. It's still an opportunity for the winning team in this one, with one win and one loss. Maybe in the third match, you got the opportunity to have your second win. You got also a great opportunity then to enter in the final round of the final 8 teams of the Open de France by Barnes. My goodness, so many words, but so many information. But now the best information, maybe now, and the most important one, Martin Aguirre, Octagon, and that's a tremendous and a very important and so good goal now by Martin Aguirre, and brings it closer. It's 5-6 now. Not much time left, but as you see in the replay, Martin wanted to be very sure that he doesn't make any mistake in this one. So we are back. We are in direct. We are live. So the last seconds around. Couldn't see the clock from here, but around half a minute, just to play. Octagon, maybe now, with everything. Going now, James Bime, playing with the clock, playing with the ball, sending it up, not in the direction of the goal, to the boards. It's bringing sometimes, and even Hugo Taylor, he moved it up even more, and Hugo Taylor. Now Octagon, maybe the last opportunity now to Thomas Williams. Thomas now, and sending it up a long drive along the field. The last seconds are ticking down. Maybe Not much time left, but Martina Guerre couldn't get hold of it, and Manu Plaza. Manu got enough time. Martina Guerre on the side, and that's it. It's a final bell. Unfortunately, only a few seconds were missing to Octagon. But the final and official result, Jolly Rogers win the first game out of 2 in the Group C, and that means 6-5 official and final score. And Octagon, bad luck again. They got bad luck in the first one, and as you see, it was close. The final score, they scored 5 goals and 1 more than they went into the overtime, but didn't happen. But as you see, the most important information I can give to you, all the horses are fine. Finally, all the players are in a good mood. And as you see in the first statistic of the goals, I repeat myself, in the first chukker there was a difference of 2 goals by Jolly Rogers, and they kept it on in the second chukker with 2 goals as well in the third, quite strong. But the chukker number 4 was the chukker by Octagon. It was equalizer 4-all, and in the end there was 1 goal more by Jolly Rogers. So in the end they did it, and they made it, and they still keep the door open for the round of the last 8 teams in the Open de France by Barnes. So the little smile, yeah, well done, Hugo Taylor, and the rest of the team, they just mounted and coming off the field, and the coaches there, and all the nice supporters from the teams are there. See, they're still a little bit nicking each other, and but we're happy that Nicolas Johansson, the team captain, is in a good mood, and he won. Manu Plaza, impressing play, and of course the one and only, it's James, not James Bond of Polo, but we call him James Bond of Polo. It's James Bime, well done. So in Octagon they have a last match, and they have the third match, maybe then the opportunity to win the first match. Alexis Morange, they got a good run, and we're a little bit sad for him because he's a nice guy, of course, and he wanted to win urgent this one. Jota Shawan, who had a fall down, lots of fights, and as you see in these goals, remind you also by Martina Guerre and Thomas Williams, they played a great game in this one. So the first one, Alexis Morange, we were impressed, and next one here taken over by Jolly Rogers Polo team. There was a perfect one at the right moment to create the equalizer, and it was going up and down then. We thought it will be an open game, so everybody got their opportunities, and in the end Jolly Rogers, they scored 6 goals in a row by James Bime with the penalties. So all the goals by Jolly Rogers were taken by James Bime. That's impressive too. And as you see in the statistic, the field goals, 3 by Octagon. That's impressive. As you see, the penalties were so important now. The throw-ins was the same. But now, see, at the fouls, it was 3 more created and 3 more penalties. And Octagon scored 2 out of 3. And on the other hand, doubling up is 4 goals scored, the penalties out of 5. So that was the difference to score the penalties by James Bime. There was only 1 corner, no yellow card, of course. And its statistics are very important, not only to me, I guess, to some experts. So thank you very much to all our partners. The team, as you see, Jolly Rogers, they're happy and relaxed. And Octagon, they're a little bit sad, of course, the second time, so close. Thank you very much that you stayed with pololine.tv. We will be there and live and transmitting the next one. It's Fija Sandbox again, Battistoni at 5:30. Stay tuned. Thank you very much. And the name in behalf of pololine.tv.